Okay, so let's just go over how conceit is displayed in the church. I'm going to take just a handful of examples. The first example would be, we see conceit or this selfish ambition through spiritual superiority. It's when people believe they are more righteous or closer to God than others. Imagine if Paul felt like he was more righteous or closer to God than others. Imagine how much knowledge we would have missed out as humanity. Just imagine if Paul felt like, you know what, since God has revealed all this to me, I am better off than everyone else. I'm just gonna go on with my blessed life, go on with my spiritual eyes being open, and leave everyone in the dark. So this kind of behavior of being spiritually superior, it leads to judgmental attitudes and of course lack of compassion. People with this kind of spirit, they often look down on others, and particularly others that have different interpretations of scripture, or those who are at different stages of their faith journey, because we are all at different stages of our faith journey. Secondly, such behavior is seen when people boast about their religious achievements, such as their charitable works, excessively highlighting their acts of service or knowledge of scriptures. It is a form of conceit, because when one does that, they are taking credit for God's work in their lives rather than acknowledging divine grace. So it's just all about them. It's their show. Thirdly, we see conceit and selfish ambition when people use faith to justify their self-importance. Okay? We often see this one on leaders and people that esteem themselves very high. What they do is they use religious beliefs to justify their opinions or actions and dismiss the perspectives of others. They just have this attitude that they are God's children and therefore inherently superior than anyone else. And then number 4, the lack of humility that we see is a big sign for someone who's living in conceit. A conceited Christian resists correction or feedback. They believe they're always right. They struggle to admit their faults or weaknesses, and this hinders personal growth and spiritual development. Number 5, it's when people provoke and envy others. This provocation can be shown by challenging others to show their own superiority. And it's seen also when people are provoked to embarrassment, so that the person with the conceitful spirit can feel good and can showcase their superiority while crushing someone else. The envying part shows its ugly head when someone is focusing on themselves and how others are viewed in relation to themselves. So everything is about them. They show the conceited nature by the focus of self. So all of these traits are just, they have a very subtle narcissistic spirit to it, but then it manifests itself in different ways. So it's important to remember that the Christian faith emphasizes humility, recognizing that all good things come from God. Therefore, any display of excessive pride or self-importance contradicts these core values.